Hey, what's up guys? Kaiser here, and I'm doing one of these videos for all of you guys that are just getting started with our program. I probably have one of the biggest topics that I'm going to be discussing with you right now, and it has to do with cheat meals. Now, I guess this is the best place for me to talk about it. I kind of had a cheat meal right now. I had something that involved some bread. I'm having a drink. So you could say I'm cheating, but you know what? I'm living my normal life. I'm out eating somewhere. I picked one of the healthiest things I could find on the menu. Maybe not the healthiest thing, but it was fairly good. And you know what? A little bit of alcohol is part of my life. Now, how does that relate to you and what you're trying to do? Your goals and the foods you're eating. And the bottom line is that the cheating meals, those types of things, are going to be part of your life, but overall, it's part of your entire fitness ecosystem. Now, of course, if you're watching this, you're a Better Body member, you just became one, maybe you've been one for a while, and you have a huge advantage. You found something fitness related that you like. You found a complete fitness program, something that involves strength training, something that involves cardiovascular training that's fun, that's frequent, that's affordable. Most people, now don't take it for granted, most people can't find this. The majority of people that try our program out, they're like, I can't find something I like. The gym doesn't work. Gyms are even cheap these days, they don't work. All these other programs, now of course I could be biased in saying it, but I think everything else out there is designed not to work. You could find a great cycling program, but it's only cycling. You could find a good trainer, they're predominantly doing only weights. So the fact that you found something effective that you enjoyed, you're way ahead of the game. And the bottom line is, if you don't change anything with your eating, but you have our highly effective training 4 or 5 days a week, and even the other 2 days, you're doing things that are effective, doing things that are active, getting a calorie burn, and even the days that you come to boot camp, you're aware of your calories outside of it. So the bottom line is, even if you don't change your eating at all, you're still gonna see results. You're gonna see big results, you're gonna transform your life. If you don't eat more, if you eat more, all bets are off. You'll still see some results, but all bets are off because you will not see dramatic results. But now, let's get the eating handled. The working out, you got handled. God bless you. You found Better Body. Thank your lucky stars. But we're going to have to get the eating handled. Now, you're not going to have to be perfect. In the beginning, for the first little bit of results, they will come. But I do want you to be more conscious of your eating. I want you to have less carbs. Maybe get rid of gluten altogether. Get rid of bread. Don't have too much fruit. Be careful with your dairy. Don't have too much protein at night. Save up. Don't have too much carbs at night. Save your carbs for earlier in the day. So improve your eating. Then you're going to have a certain, you're going to see great results. You're going to have a certain point where your results start to slow down. So then what do you do at that point? Then you're going to have to start, then things are going to get tricky. You're going to have to decide whether the cost is worth the benefit. Like, I think a good example, something that was related to me recently, is that when it comes to typing, at a certain point, we all stunk at typing. We all learned to type. We learned to use a keyboard. But why don't we all learn to type 100 or 120 words a minute? Because at a certain point, we decide, you know what? My 40, 50, 60 words a minute is enough. That's enough to get me through it. With your body, you might decide the same thing. If you're a guy, you get to about 11-12% body fat, that means you can see your abs like over here, but you don't have a ripped six-pack. For a woman, it means that you have like a nice butt, but maybe you have a little bit of cellulite that you don't want to have. But you might find that's totally suitable, it's not worth the next level. So that's fine for you. But the human brain, what I find, is a little bit tricky. You're always going to want the next level. And when that comes, that's when you're going to have to start being careful with your eating even more. You're going to find the answers with your eating. Some of the answers are going to come with your training regimen, but you can only increase that to a certain point. Like you get your 1 hour better body workout, you get maybe a little bit more activity in the day. I wouldn't even recommend any more than that. You're going to have to find the answers for the next level in your eating. So that's when things like cheat meals or a cheat drink, that's when those things become a problem. That, there's no way that I'm going to have like a ripped six-pack if too many of these or too many pieces of toast are in my diet. The answers are going to come from there. So that's the long story short, in keeping with today's subject, is how cheat meals fit into the total picture. I want you to be on your diet, on your regimen, the majority of your time. Nearly all the time or all the time. This idea of the cheat meal, this indulgence, this complete break of lifestyle is a fallacy. You have a life, you've chosen it, it's what you want, start to pay the price. You don't have a cheat day with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. I hope you don't. That, I have my boyfriend, I love him, but today's my cheat day. That's not, or if you're married, unfortunately these days too many people are doing that, but if you're married, I hope you're not having your cheat day. Same thing, you're married to your body, you don't have to have your cheat day. That, if things suck so bad, you're on the wrong plan. I was just having a talk with Artie, who's holding the camera right now. We were talking about food plans for life. And like something like a keto plan, a keto only plan, it's not necessarily something you can have your entire life. When you're on keto, those of you that have done it, you're looking forward to the cheat. When can I cheat? You're like, oh my God, when can I cheat? That is not a long-term plan. To find a plan like I just described that's maybe gluten-free, you can't go wrong. I like keto because of the hard and fast rules. And that's why I like gluten-free. There's some hard rules there. So, so then you may not necessarily be looking for a cheat if you're gluten-free. I had some rice, I had some potatoes, I had some quinoa. I feel good. I don't need to cheat. So that's kind of how you want to be. If you're looking for the cheat in your relationship, you're with the wrong person. If you're looking for the cheat in your diet, you're on the wrong diet. But you do want to live your life. I do want to enjoy some food. A little bit of gluten helps me sleep. A little bit of alcohol keeps me sane. So you do want that, but you don't want your entire life to revolve around it. So that's where the cheat comes in, guys. So again, it's something I'll leave up to you. Those of you that your entire life is a cheat, sometimes it's just bad habits. Pizza obviously is a very convenient food. A lot of these foods that are very convenient, that are inexpensive, should not be in your diet altogether. So that's a habit thing. We need to improve the habits. And then you're going to find pizza, a lot of these things, eating chocolate, drinking soda. Once it's not a habit anymore, you can't even fathom it, imagine it coming back into your diet. It almost is not part of your reality. But food, as you become an adult, it becomes almost part of your reality. Social activity is food and drinks. It's no longer let's go play in the playground or go bar hopping. So let's get together for a drink, let's get together for food. So you're gonna have to understand where the cheat is involved with that. We've talked about that, making good choices when you're out eating. And then, but if you do deviate from that somewhat, just figure out to what degree you want to make it part of your overall plan. I think the cheats, the meals that are off of your general diet will be there. But again, the bottom line, folks, keep them as minimal as possible. Have them do as little damage as possible. It is a little fun. This is a little fun. It's a little enjoyable. The piece of bread I had, a little fun. But you know what's more fun? Waking up, being happy with what you see in the mirror every day. And when push comes to shove, that's better than too many of these. One of these once in a while is okay. One of these every night is gonna make me feel something bad, that I'm not my full self, not my full potential, all of the rest of the time. In that case, it's not worth it. It's not worth the cheat. Just like in a relationship, the moment of pleasure might be good, but it's a lie you're living in your own life. You're living a lie with someone else. And here, that lie shows up in your body, so it's not fun. So that's how cheat meals fall into the equation. And again, this eating thing is not easy. At least the fitness thing is easy, and maybe in our marketing materials, we told you that this whole fitness and body thing was going to be easy. That wasn't entirely the case. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be one of the hardest things you do in life. It's going to take constant attention, but the good part is that it's going to be worth it. When you have that feeling of accomplishment, that health, and that greater impact in every other area of your life, it's more than worth it. It's 10 times worth it. So it's worth getting the hang of it and getting it figured out. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's message, probably one of the most important and relevant messages. So hope you enjoyed it. And of course, you can't avoid me. You'll be hearing from me again soon. Take care.